Hey guys, what's up? We are taking pictures of geckos today. First I take a picture of the tub with the ID and everything. Then I take a picture of the gecko in the bucket. This is a Gem Snow 50% fascio. Unfortunately, because of my surgeries and stuff, it's about time to, clear out a bunch of geckos. It's something that I really didn't want to do, but with my health and everything, and I'm not done with doctor visits, it's really hard to get down to the gecko room and take care of everybody all the time and give them the care that they need. So I'm going to be cutting back drastically, at least for now. I mean, I don't mind if I send a lot of these off for breeder loans. That would be totally fine with me, with the understanding of getting some babies back or getting the parents back or something like that, just because I can't deal with it right now. Just medical stuff comes up in life, and that's just the way the cookie crumbles. So a lot of this stuff's going to be posted on the website, and I'll put them on Facebook, on the Gecko blog classified, and Gecko Breeders Corner classified groups, and we'll go from there. But yeah. Also, come here, girl. If you guys see ads on these videos, let me know, because as you know, YouTube has changed their monetization to be just people with 4,000 viewing hours a year, and I'm at 3,300, so I'm about 700 hours a year short of their cutoff for being monetized now. So that's never fun. But yeah, just wanted to let you guys know what's going on and what I'm dealing with right now. Come on, girl. Oh, here's a really cool one. She actually laid eggs for me. So it's gonna be let's see. Okay. We're gonna sex female these eggs. TG 1436. 50 grams after 2 eggs. Alright. On one of these eggs is bad. So egg 30 is going to be good. Hey Max, what's going on? Got an egg from this girl, and she laid me a dried out one in the tub. I had just put away the female egg cups. So let's see here. Hopefully we get some cool little hatchlings this year. Hey Max, are you you're not the one in Canada, are you? Where are you at? Are you in the US? So 0 TG 1436 020 18. Oh yeah, that's right, you're in Canada. It's too bad the laws to send geckos to Canada are so crazy. It would be cool to send you some stuff. I wonder what the laws are on if you like come to the US, go to a gecko show, and go back home. Because I know a lot of times people cross the border and pick up their geckos at like a FedEx in the US, and then they just go back over to Canada. And I don't know. I don't know if that's legal or what, but that's what tons of people do. A lot of times people also do that and then ship them around in Canada. Yeah, see, so you're allowed to bring back. So, I don't know, maybe you should hit me up on my website, and if you're close to the border, if you've got friends close to the border, I can send you some stuff. Because I'm doing a lot of breeder loans this year because of medical problems, so... Would be cool to at least send them out to people that watch the videos. I swear my videos are more popular in every country except for America. Hey, well, if you go visit, then I don't know, would you have to do a road trip, or would you just like, come on dude, let go. Would you have to, I wonder if you could fly with geckos. That would be, God, this guy's so huge. That would be pretty interesting. My wife is going home to Ukraine for a couple weeks. Yeah, I bet it would be trouble. I wonder if she could bring back some special stuff. But yeah, right? But once you start buying geckos, then it just, everything gets crazy. I don't even know the last time I bought a gecko. Come on, dude. Don't bite. Get with it. Yeah. PayPal's awesome. I noticed that eBay is changing to a different company instead of PayPal. So I wonder what's up with that. I really like using PayPal for everything, but yeah, paying shipping so much is what's gonna cost too much money. It's too bad you can't send them like the USPS priority or something crazy. I don't know, they used to do that. I got my my feeder lizards from Rainbow ship priority, which was kind of weird. I didn't know that was a thing, but the more you know, I guess. Alright, girl, come on. Big mama. 98 grams. She keeps losing weight after laying eggs. 038. 038. Female. 98 grams. Let's see if she's got any eggs for us. Yeah, I think the main things that I'm going to be keeping is going to be one of the gem snow fascios, a pair of the Turkmenicus het from Murphy patternless, and a couple of super giants. Some geckos just have smaller heads. That's all the way back to line breeding and just... Okay, so when the geckos came here from the Middle East, there's all different kinds of species and subspecies of leopard geckos, and they kind of just sent them all to the US as a leopard gecko in general. The rules and laws were way relaxed back then. I mean, you could just order something, somebody goes out and catches it out in the field in Pakistan or Turkmenistan or India or whatever, and then they send it here. So the geckos came from all over the place. That's why everybody calls the morphs or mutts, because they're basically just a huge mix. So over time, some geckos just got the genetic traits of others. Like Afghanicus have really small heads. The supergiants have really big heads, like the Angermanu, which a lot of people think that Angermanu originally came from a zoo here in the US, that there were some that got mixed in with other geckos and then just got, you know, crossbred. Which, when we did the Late Night Leos episode with Steve Sykes, he had said that it cannot be hybridized. You can't breed Angermanu to anything else. And now there's all that, you know, published documentation on people crossing the Angermanu to normal macularis. So, I mean, maybe that whole zoo thing is not so much of a lie as people thought. It makes sense, just because, I mean, look at how big supergiants are, and their heads are humongous, and then look at Angermanu. So it makes sense that you crossbreed the two. Angermanu look like they have shorter tails, so then you get the long tails from the macularis, or maybe it's a Turkmenicus long tail, because they've got really long tails. And then you just keep breeding them. So, I mean, it's like the supergiants came out in 2000s, you know, early 2000s. So, it would make sense that there's some kind of crossbreeding going on and stuff like that. Go, little fasciolatus girl. Female. She's gonna go on the website, so let's get the camera. It's good to be using the camera again. I miss, like, taking nice pictures. I was gonna cross her to Firewater, but I'd rather send her off, you know, maybe for a couple of years to other people, and then get her back and work on the Firewater project if that's gonna turn into a thing. Because I just gotta make some room. And I don't want to, like, sell everything at full price and say goodbye forever. I'd rather sell them at, you know, a much cheaper price, and then say, okay, this means that I either get them back or I get the babies. How can I get geckos up to Canada? That would be great to know. Maybe when the weather is a little better, we can send some stuff up there. Oh, visit in March. I would like to visit. I don't have any pure white and yellows. I just got, after being not breeding white and yellows for a few years, I just got a white and yellow red stripe bell that is het for radar. My friend Michelle at Rampant Reptiles, which is no longer Rampant Reptiles, sent her and a super giant male over to me. So those are going to be some of the only geckos that I've got this next year. Those and a select few others. The fire waters we're hanging on to just because I've got a pair of those. We'll probably hang on to some other stuff, but the Total Eclipse stuff is going, and a lot of the Marble Eyes are going, and some other stuff. But I didn't get any pure white and yellow this year. I was supposed to meet up with Jeff Scott from Magalia Gecko Project at the Las Vegas show last September, but he had broken his hand or something like that and couldn't make it to the show. So that's just the way it goes. But yeah, I was gonna trade the turkey patty project to Jeff for some pure fascio white and yellow stuff from Sizzleneck. I don't know if you guys follow Jeff's stuff, but Sizzleneck's got that huge, like, orange-red paradox spot on his neck. And his babies, some of his babies have that, and it's pretty cool being genetic. I'd love to get some pure white and yellow. Maybe this next year if things are going a little better. But yeah, I've got quite a few Mac Eclipse males, and everything is like just very small chance of being het for Tremper. So what I would love to do is, you know, cross it into fascio a couple more times, and then cross it to the rainwater and make some of like a, what do they call it? What's the rainwater one? Is that a cyclone or snowstorm? Or no, snowstorm's something else. But you know what I mean? Like, make the rainwater albino. A super typhoon. God, I haven't looked at rainwater morphs in forever. Cyclone. Isn't a cyclone with Murphy patternless, though? Or is a super typhoon a cyclone? I'm thinking super typhoon with the rainwater super, like a typhoon super snow. I don't know. That's above my pay grade. Right? Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know anymore. Come on, dude, stop climbing the walls. It's a round room, just walk around in circles. Oh, I got you. Found a Blazing Blizzard had a clips from Steve's line in Canada. Nice! Blizzards are cool. You know, I wish I was still doing the... I had a super giant, super snow Dabble Blanco project, but I don't know, there was just like really bad genetics and stuff, so it caused me all kinds of problems. What happens if you butt that with Hypo? What do you mean with Hypo? What are we talking about? Are we still on the total eclipse rainwater thing? Or are you talking about blizzard? Blazing blizzard. Oh, it's going to make a sunrise or sunset. Sunrise is a blazing blizzard with that special tangerine, and a sunset is just a blizzard with a special tangerine. So I'm not sure if Hypo would do the same or not, because they think that it's some kind of... They think it's a tangerine thing. But I don't know. There aren't a lot of gecko breeders that are very scientific, I guess. A lot of the morphs are pretty relaxed. You know, it's like Murphy patternless being called leucistic for 20 years. Whatever. However long it's been. I think it's been like 20 years. I think it was 96. Oh, I missed your last comment. I wish it would stay up, or that it would be like in some chat, because I don't see a chat, and I don't see any of these comments after. Yeah, the fasciolatus are amazing. Breeder loan basically works like you go to my website, it's in the description, and fill out a contact form. Let me know what kind of morphs you are interested in, what your projects are, you know, how long you've been breeding. If you're under 18, I gotta know that, because your parents are responsible for payment and all that stuff. And basically what happens is you pay shipping to get the gecko to you, and either you breed it and send me some geckos back, like 1 or 2. I'm not like some weird freak, I want a bunch of geckos. Or you send the adult back. Or nothing at all. You know, maybe I produce something that I need on my own. Basically the idea is that I'm spreading around my genetics and making it easier to work on my projects. So like if you wanted to do some total eclipse fascio stuff, I could send you a fascio female and mech eclipse from fascio male. I have many of those. And then you raise them up, breed them next year. Like breed them 2019. The females I've got aren't big enough to breed this year. So 2019, breed them, do all that stuff, and we just see where we go from there. But that project's spread out to so many breeders. There's like 15 people working on that project, so it's not going to be a weird thing. Most likely you'll just get free geckos just by shipping. And I would just want some animals at some point for outcrossing. Just main thing, like, keep good records. I document every single animal that I have. When I'm cleaning geckos, I'm weighing everything, so that way I can graph it out and see how they, you know, grow and lose weight, gain weight. When they're laying eggs, you know, how much did they stop eating? Stuff like that. So I'm basically interested in the... Yeah, see, the problem is Canada. Canada for you. Someone else was asking just now. I forget who. Front line. Yeah, so just like, you know, basically keeping track of where the genetics are going. I'm just wanting to loan them out to people that are going to actually work on the project and help us out. If you get a gecko from me, you shouldn't worry about having to give animals to someone else that you haven't dealt with. I'll never ask you to be like, oh, hook this person up with that, and you know, because they're working on the same project. That's completely up to you. But yeah, it is nice to spread genetics around. Like, I've been working with Michelle before she stopped breeding. I was working with her a lot because the whole Total Eclipse thing came from her. So I was out crossing. I bought a bunch of fascio and stuff like that from Steve Sykes and Pat Klein. And so I was out crossing because she was as well. And then I did the same thing with the Marble Eyes with Brian at Zugai Geckos. We spent years out crossing and just basically making, if you have 2 or more breeders working on the same project, like together, not just you're working on the same project, but you're doing it completely together, then it just makes everything so much easier because you can do twice as many animals. It's basically like having an employee. Like, someone is helping you care for double the animals. So that's the whole point. That's where I came up with that idea of the breeder loan thing. I just need help. I wish I could hire someone, but as it's going, you know, I just don't have time or money. I'm missing you guys' comments. You're commenting so fast. You know, the problem is it goes away so fast. I wonder if I can... Yeah, I can't see the chat. That's so crazy. Yeah, I've got too many projects. There's so many projects here. G 16, 17, female. And this is just geckos. Like, I got so many other things going on too. If you wanted to do that up to Canada, I think it's like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. It's literally like just a huge pain. Because a couple of your options would be, one, ship it to somebody close to the border that would go and pick it up, and then they ship it to you, or do all the customs and all of that. Come on, girl, get over here. Do all of that crazy stuff. No, the one before is a Turkmenicus cross. She's a Turkmenicus het for Murphy patternless. So Max, I don't know. I'd have to look into that. You know, maybe it's not too expensive. You know, because Tug, Urban Gecko, does their shipments not very often. Like, they'll wait until they get a huge shipment of geckos that got to go out, and then they ship them. So, thanks, man. Yeah, that's one of those cool projects that hopefully is gonna... I'm hoping it looks different. I know it's gonna be a Murphy patternless, but I'm just hoping it looks a little different. 1649, female, 60 grams. And this girl here is a giant that is het for Eclipse from the Clear Eyed Eclipse project. Yeah, if you paid the shipping, I'd ship up to Canada. I mean, we'd want to check out the weather and all of that, but I don't think that there'd be a problem with that. I mean, I would probably want to send a large box because, you know, it is expensive for all that paperwork and stuff. The paperwork's the big thing. Like, the shipping is nothing compared to the paperwork. And it'd probably just be more worth it to send a box. You know, at least that way you could, you know, if you wanted, we could do like a breeder loan, and then, you know, if you've got people in your area that want them, you could sell them. That might be a thing too. I don't know how much it would be. I'd have to check. Let's go. You just can't go wrong with the fascia. Yeah, I love the fasciolatus. They change the look of everything, make everything a lot lighter, a lot more lavender. Yeah, Max, I'll check on that and let you know. This is a Pastel Raptor. She did not sell at the Vegas show. I think she was $100. She's just got cool lavender and like peach color, and now she's staying here for, well, she was gonna stay for breeding. I think I already paired her. No, I did. That didn't happen. Getting confused on all the animals. Yeah, the bell stuff is awesome. I've got a white and yellow red striped bell that's het for radar female that is hopefully going to be breeding this season or later this season. 16, 53 female. This one here is a really nice eclipse. It's a female, solid-eyed eclipse. And she is an outcross of the clear-eyed eclipse stuff, but she obviously got the solid eyes. I noticed that when I outcross the clear-eyed eclipse stuff, I get solid eyes and snake eyes, and not so much of the clear-eyed stuff. But after a couple of years of crossing clear-eyed stuff strictly to each other, it seems like they start to produce just clear-eyed eclipse, which is pretty cool. Because those are probably like my #1 seller. Those and the super giant Tremper patties. I mean, those things people love. They're just like super bright orange, really nice coloring. Hey, chill out, girl. I need to go fix some label real quick. Is this the light one? This can't be the light one. Oh, this is the light one. These guys aren't making any sense. Getting so confused. Okay, so this is TG 13. Female. Oh, we gotta weigh her. Yeah, it's probably lagging because we're at 40 minutes. We're actually gonna cut it off in a second here. Just gonna get her back in here to weigh. Had to set the scale. So I do want to thank you guys for watching, and hopefully next time we'll get on here a little sooner. I know it's been a while since the last video, but that's just the way it goes, I guess. So I will see you guys next time, and maybe we'll have hatchlings by then. I do expect to have hatchlings in the next 5 days, so maybe this weekend or in the middle of next week. Sometime in the next week we're going to do another video, another live stream, and we'll do the babies. So I will see you guys then.